Welcome back to La La Land on CRN Digital Talk. I am Brett Chapin. That's KPCC's Steve Julian. We are talking with Madison Hatter. She is a rock musician. She has a show this Thursday, and she's on the phone. Hey, Madison.
Hello. Hey.
What's up? So where do you get your inspiration from? You talked a little bit about, The Great Gatsby and books that you've read. Is there any other places that you draw your inspiration from?
The musicians and the bands that I love. Any song that really rings true and honest to me and gets my feet moving, that'll inspire me to just be free. And usually when I'm feeling good, that's when the inspiration really comes. Like I said, Aerosmith is hands down my favorite band of all time. Steven Tyler is an incredible performer and singer and everything, so that's really what got me initially inspired. That and Gem and the Holograms, of course. And then I love Led Zeppelin, Pat Benatar, AC/DC. There's a ton.
How about your family? Are they musicians as well?
Kind of in the shower.
Okay.
My parents are both phys ed teachers, and my dad, I grew up listening to him playing rock music, classic rock all the time. My mom as well, a huge Janis Joplin fan. And they had a ton of CDs and vinyl in the basement. That's actually how I first heard Aerosmith, was from their collection. So they've definitely been a huge influence, not themselves singing or playing instruments, but kind of what they exposed me to growing up.
Are you a thematic writer? Do you write about themes like relationships or politics, or is it just whatever hits you?
It can be thematic. I wrote a song called War, which is very much kind of a protest against war. But it has to relate to me and what I'm going through or what I have gone through. Something I grab inspiration from all the time, I started keeping a journal when I was 13 or 14 for years and years. I've gone through probably 100 journals at this point. So even if I'm stuck on something, I kind of go back in time with my journal and see what I was feeling a certain day, and can I connect to that now? Can other people relate to it? And then I just build on that.
The history of Madison Hatter.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's a great way to do it.
It's fun. It's fun to look back.
So I know this question's a little bit cliche, but what's your favorite thing about performing? Is it the audience reaction? Is it being on stage? Is it singing the songs? What is it?
I feel great being able to express myself, and I feel the safest expressing myself on stage.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a rush, It's a great feeling. It's freeing. It's a lot of fun, too, the whole adrenaline leading up to it and then actually executing it. And that's the main thing, I think. I love performing. It's one of my favorite things to do, in the world.
Absolutely. I know the feeling. So you got your show on Thursday at the Whiskey A Go-Go, and for those that don't know, out here in Los Angeles, the Whiskey A Go-Go is on Sunset Boulevard. It's a very, very well-known club. A lot of very talented, well-respected musicians that perform there and continue to perform there all the time.
It launched so many careers in the 60s.
Yeah, it really did.
70s, yeah.
It's continuing to do so. I guess with Madison Hatter, it's starting to launch your career too, right?
Oh, thank you. Yeah, absolutely. I'm really looking forward to the show. I'm looking forward to stepping on that infamous stage and just experiencing the whole thing.
Very cool. Well, we can't wait to hear more from you. People can find your information on iTunes and on Facebook at facebook.com/Madison Hatter, twitter.com/Madison Hatter. You've got a blog. What's your blog, Madison?
My blog is www.madisonhatter.blogspot.com. and I update that pretty regularly too.
Very cool. Well, thanks so much for calling us, and break a leg at your show on Thursday.
Thank you. Thank you guys so much for having me.
Take care, Madison.
You too. Bye.
Guys, we're going to be back talking with Jill Baxter Gerber of YPI, the Young Performers Institute. If you have any questions for her, make sure you give us a call at 1-800-336-2225, 1-800-336-2225. And if you call in and ask her a question, you're going to get a copy of the Chictionary written by Anna Leffler, last week's guest. We'll be back on La La Land with Brett and Steve Julian on CRN Digital Talk.